Hey there, English 102 online students. Welcome to week 5 of our course. I hope the first quarter of your semester has gone really well. It's hard to believe we're already through that much of our semester. So we've already got 4 weeks under our belts and we're ready to move on to finalizing your first major essay assignment. So like always, we'll go ahead and click on course information. Download that course calendar so you can see what we have done and what's coming up. So as we scroll down to week 5, you'll see that you're going to be finalizing your curiosity exploration essay. And you'll be doing that with feedback from your peer review partner that you can look at or look for in the group wikis that we set up last week. So go ahead and download that page of comments that your partner gave to you. Hopefully they've given you some really good, helpful feedback that'll help you improve not only your ideas, your organization, details, the direction you're taking with your essay, but also any mechanical things like grammar, punctuation, spelling. And of course, you'll be getting my feedback on that. You'll start to see your essays coming back to you tomorrow, maybe Tuesday at the latest. I really do want you to look at your peers' feedback before you look at mine. Because I think sometimes it's tempting to look at your professor's feedback, go with what your professor is telling you, and you never look at your classmates because naturally you might feel like your professor's feedback means more than your classmates does, but that's not necessarily the case. Both are very valuable. So I do want you to look at your peers' feedback, and mine will be on the way soon. Okay, so you'll be finalizing that essay, and I'll show you where you'll be submitting that. You're also going to work on 2 other short assignments that are in the Module 3 folder. We're moving on to an area that we'll be calling Developing Expertise. And all of these are due by next Sunday, September 26th by 11:59 like usual. All right, so back to our Blackboard site. We're going to go down to our course modules and then down to Module 3. So in this, or actually, let's go to Module 2 really quick first. We got to finish one last thing in there, right? So in Module 2, to submit your final version of your Curiosity Exploration essay, the link is all the way at the bottom of the Module 2 folder because that's the last task that you do in this module before we move on to Module 3. So make sure that you're checking the feedback and turn it in. If you're not familiar with how to check feedback and turn it in, I will send out some instructions as my feedback comes back to you. And that way, if you haven't used it before, you'll know where to find feedback from me. Okay, now we can go on to Module 3. All right, so in developing expertise, you'll see in this module, you'll reflect on the connections between curiosity and developing expertise. So you're kind of thinking in this first essay assignment that you're finalizing what you're curious about, what you're passionate about, and then as an extension, what you might develop your expertise in or continue to develop your expertise in. Okay, you'll learn about the characteristics of a good research topic, also a good research question, and there is a difference between those two things. And you'll give and receive feedback from your peers about your own research topics and questions. So you'll get feedback not only on essay assignments, but also on things like topic development for the final project that you'll do at the end of the semester. Okay, so going into Module 3, okay, you'll see that we have the 2 assignments from this folder that are due next Sunday, September 26th, and that's 3.1 and 3.2. The first of the assignments is an article that you will read by the author Malcolm Gladwell. And just to kind of stick this detail in here, for the extra credit Google Forms that I have you fill out, if you want to earn extra credit for seeing these videos each week, your code that you're going to input into that Google form is Gladwell 2021 with the little symbol after it. Okay, so that's what you need to get your 1 point of extra credit. All right, back to our assignment. So you'll read the article, Complexity in the 10,000 Hour Rule by Malcolm Gladwell, and you'll be reflecting on what it means to develop expertise and what you have to do as a curious person, as a researcher, as a lifelong learner to develop expertise in any area. You'll read that article, and then when you click on this 3.1 link here, it takes you to a journal assignment where there are 4 questions that you'll answer. And you should plan on giving at least a few sentences for each of those questions to answer them completely. Okay, so you'll be thinking about perseverance and talent and time and curiosity and all the things it takes to develop your expertise to become an expert in a topic. All right, going back to our other assignment, 3.2, called Recognizing Expertise in the Problem Solution Format. The final project that you do in this course at the end of the semester is a problem solution research report. So we're planting these seeds in your head now. What does it mean to be an expert? Also, when you're faced with a problem as an expert, how do you solve that problem? What kinds of solutions can you propose? So I'll have you watch this TED Talk by Alana Shaikh. She's a public health expert, a global health expert. This TED Talk is a little bit older. She produced it right when the pandemic hit, around March 2020 or so. So some of the ideas she talks about may be even outdated already, because a lot of things have changed with people's knowledge about the pandemic and what's working and not working. But I do still think this is a really good talk because it's presented in exactly the format that you would need to follow for your final research project. So it's kind of like a visual example of a problem solution research report. And it just gives you, kind of a preview of what you're going to be working toward and what kind of expertise you might need to develop yourself. So what you'll do for this is you'll watch the TED Talk. I have it linked there. And then once you click on this, it's another journal assignment. It's going to take you to another one of these series of questions where it's going to have you explore what makes her an expert, what kinds of credentials she has, like what kinds of things she recommends as an expert that we do to address this pandemic and any future ones that might come along. So she presents her expertise, she discusses the problem, and then she proposes some solutions to that problem. So you'll be doing pretty much the same thing by the end of this semester. And if I didn't mention it in 3.1, to create your journal entry, you just click on this little box up here, and that takes you to another page where you can either put in a text submission or you can upload a file from your computer. It's up to you which way you want to do that. Okay, so that's everything for this week. You've got those 3 assignments, finalizing your curiosity exploration essay, doing assignments 3.1 and 3.2, and we're well on our way to heading into the research component of our course. Once we're done with 3.1 and 3.2 this week, then you'll actually be, focusing and developing and thinking about your own research topic for this semester and how you want to develop your expertise in that area. Okay, so any questions, any concerns, please let me know. I'm just an email away, or you're welcome to drop by in-person office hours. And I wish you good luck this week. Bye-bye.